All right, so folks, we are officially on air now. I don't think Desiree is um
She just asked if we started yet.
yes, but I would just love to say welcome to everyone. Thank you all for joining me tonight for Mama Tanya's Lemonade Stand Out. And we are here to we're here to talk about Beyonce's visual album Lemonade. It dropped on Saturday. Beyonce is now that bitch. She don't have to do marketing anymore. There are no posters, there are no tweets, there's no Tumblr, there's no Facebook. She just bitch just in the middle of the night drop an album. You wake up and it'd be a whole album just there for you. Didn't even know about it. And so we got a little sample of what was going to be on the album with Formation, which she did at the Super Bowl, which was just the tip of the iceberg in terms of controversy. But then she gave us the lemonade, honey. She gave it all to us. Formation was a lemon. It was a little lemon on the tree. And then, boom, Saturday, you got the whole tree. I think she broke the internet. Black women are feeling empowered. Black men mad as hell. Niggas are like, ooh, Jay-Z, you's ratchet, right? She talked to us about her daddy. She talked to us about her mama. We got to meet her grandmother. We got to see intergenerational black sisterhood love. It was all really, really amazing stuff. So, got my lemonade. Honey, I'm going to sip my lemonade, and we are going to get it cracking. But first, I would like to introduce everybody to our fabulous guest tonight here selling the lemonade at the lemonade stand with me, helping me prepare the lemonade at the lemonade stand. I'm just going to go in order of how I see people in my control panel. There is no... I have no rhyme or reason for how I'm introducing folks. So don't get mad at me. Don't come for my edges, okay? So I'm going to start with Brig, as I like to call the sultry siren, Brig Feltus. Would you please introduce us and tell us who you are and why you joined us at the lemonade stand tonight?
Hey, everybody. My name is Bridge. It's short for Bridget, but everybody calls me Bridge. And, first of all, I'm just here because I love this woman. Talking about this one with the soup coolers. So, I'm here because of Tanya. That's number one. And then secondly, this particular project from Beyonce really touched me, and I'm not a Beyonce fan. So, so I'm here for that reason. And to be a part of a discussion about women and sexuality and empowerment, because that's what I do for a living. Is I teach a practice called orgasmic meditation. I'm also a singer, and I incorporate a lot of psychosexual, spiritual stuff in my music. So, I thought this would be a fun thing to be involved with, because probably as recent as 3 months ago, you probably wouldn't have caught me even mentioning her name online. So, so that's why I'm here. And we have a little bit of a lag.
I'm still here. I'm muted. I got 6 kids. I be on mute. Thank you so much, Bridge. I appreciate that. Bridge, can you tell folks who are watching this and on Twitter, do you have a Twitter handle?
Oh, yeah. My Twitter handle is Bridge Feltus. It's B-R-I-G. Looks like Brig. Feltus. F-E-L-T-U-S.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And I just opened the Q&A panel so that folks, if they want, they can ask us questions. We may not get to all of them, but they're there and we'll see them. So if you're a viewer and you have a question or a comment, go ahead and put it in there, and if time permits, we'll get to it. We do have a hashtag tonight if you are tweeting, and please be tweeting. My Twitter handle is @BLKGRLINC. 10 years ago, I used to be, before I was Mama Tanya, I was Black Girl. And so I still use that Twitter handle. Our hashtag for tonight is hashtag MT Lemonade Stand. MT Lemonade Stand. And I will probably just, add that over there in the comment section when I get my shit together. And now I would like to introduce you all to my high school homie. She's so dope. Una Eatman. Una, take it away.
Hey, I'm Una from Brooklyn. Attended Hampton University, currently going to FIU, Florida International University, getting my doctorate in higher education administration. I work with high school students, preparing them for college or a vocation. I'm here because, like Brig, I'm not a Beyonce fan. However, I was at the anti-Beyonce protest because she was saying things that I believe, and she finally took the stand that I wanted to see her take. So I low-key like her lemonade, but I'm not all the way there yet.
Thank you, Una. I appreciate that. So just so people know that we ain't got folks in, we haven't lined this up with like folks from the Beehive. You got folks here who are coming here who are pretty, like, they're pretty objective, right? They're not Beyonce fans. It's funny how I think in certain circles, admitting that you're a Beyonce fan is kind of looked at in a bad light. Our next guest, also my homie, my sister, my spiritual sister who I love very deeply. And she's hailing from the West Coast, so she's 3 hours back. Miss Christen Hebrard, and she's going to tell me whether or not I pronounce her last name right. So take it away, Christen.
Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. In the spirit of being a Black girl, I am multitasking. I'm in between a community meeting and the office. So this conference call is by way of my Toyota Prius, my home office. I agree in a lot of ways. I am not a Beyonce fan, or as they say, stan, by any extent of the imagination. But I feel alive with this piece of music. I feel as though it gives us a looking glass into patriarchy from the perspective of a Black woman in love, very uniquely, and it's on the world's platform, it being, a work of art by Beyonce. And this piece, moved me to be part of this discussion because it touched me the way only Nasoki has with For Colored Girls. I'm deeply moved by the intellectual exploration of humility within the framework of us being Black women, depression, despair, etc. And all of the emotions, in between, love and hate. I'll end this with saying there was a quote that I read very recently, or, it actually wasn't, it was a tweet. And it said, Black girls aren't allowed to be depressed. They just have bad attitudes. And it kind of speaks to just how bionic we're perceived as, and the way that empathy doesn't cross the mind when we deal with the disadvantages of us being both Black and women. I would do absolutely anything for Tanya, including building a platform for Black women to be able to speak and advocate and love from, and for us to be, from the world's perspective, just a little bit more human, and from the perspective of me as a woman, just a little bit more equal. Back to you,
Thank
Tanya.
You so much, Christen. I appreciate that. Evelyn Alvarez, with your amazing, gorgeous, big hair. You still with us, girl? Okay, I know Evelyn was on the bus. Maybe MTA is acting up. Francena, let's move to Francena. I love oh, wait, Evelyn, you came back? But I see you still on mute. Can you come off of mute? All right, I'm going to let you get your shit together. Francena, are you still with us, boo?
Yes. All right. All right. Yes. Okay. Got it. Okay.
I got you, Ev. I got you, Ev. Go ahead,
I'm
Francie.
waiting.
Now, remember, ladies, because we want to get into the meat of this conversation, try to keep those intros 60 seconds, 90 seconds.
Okay. So it's my turn.
It's your turn, girl.
Okay. So my name is Francena. I'm a mother of 3 and a graduate student. I'm a doctoral student in the education policy program. My research focuses on the history of Black women's higher education. So I specifically do research on HBCUs. And so I'm a part of this call because Tanya asked, how do you say no? But I'm going to have to differ a little bit in saying that I am a Beyonce fan, but I've only been a Beyonce fan for maybe the last 2 years. And because I'm old enough to remember Destiny's Child and that mess, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm old enough to remember Bow Down Bitches, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not here for the way that this woman is attacked as if she's inhuman, as if she has no feelings, and as if collecting a paycheck means you don't have a right to grow. And so I've been this like staunch defender of her art, and the ways that she can amplify other forms of art within her art. Mm-hmm. So when I watched Lemonade, the part that had me terrified was, is she going to give credit for these things? Because there have been times when she hasn't, right? And so the ending of it, when we saw that Warsan got her own full screen and credit for her work, that was the one pause I had about it. I wasn't quite so sure how she was going to handle that. But I'm here for Lemonade, and I'm here for Tanya, so that's why I'm here.
I'm so glad y'all came for me. Got my lemonade. All right. Janisha Gabriel. Come on, girl. Come on down.
Hi, everybody. My name is Janisha Gabriel. I'm a graphic designer and a web designer living in the Bronx. I'm also on the board for Tanya's nonprofit The Block Project, so I help her out with that. I think specifically related to Black women, I founded a project called Speak My Name Project, which is a database of Black women and girls, biographies of Black women and girls who have been murdered, whether that by the police or in our own communities. And so talking through different partners right now about how we can essentially develop this into a teaching tool to help Black people mitigate through interracial violence. So that project is launching very soon. And I'm here, obviously, because Tanya asked me, even though I didn't respond fast enough on Facebook, so she didn't put my bio up on the webpage. But we got it together tonight, so I'm here. Obviously, Tanya's one of my good girlfriends, and I adore her, so whatever she needs. And I think I'm one of the few people on this call that's always been a Beyonce fan. I'm from Texas also, too. My father is Cajun, so I feel like culturally I really connect with Beyonce. But at the same time, that's not without critique. And I think I've loved her pop music, but since her self-titled album, I've gleaned some more respect for her, I think. I guess that she's come into her own voice. So I feel very differently about her now, so I adore her. Tanya, you're muted.
Can't hear
Thank you so much, Janisha. Ninah Davis, quickly, who are you? Is Ninah gone? Okay, I think she just rejoined. But let's go to Simone. Simone Arabia, who are you, girl?
Hey, can everybody hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, guys. I am a Black woman, as y'all can see. I work in law enforcement by trade, but I'm an aspiring film writer, a filmmaker, I'm a writer, and I'm an MC. I'm here because Tanya asked me, and I love her to death. She's awesome. But I've been a Beyonce fan since Destiny's Child. On many different levels, some of her music has connected to me, some much more stronger than the others. But I'm here because we need to talk about this shit for real. And I think that for too often, for me personally, I felt like all of the themes that she was talking about, I kind of felt like I want to say, but then I feel like I don't want nobody to get offended, da 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 da, blah 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 blah. And I'm over that. I'm not trying to do that no more. I'm here to talk. I'm black. I'm a feminist. I'm loud, and that's it. Tanya.
It looks like she may have gotten frozen.
Oh.
Who's next then? One more person has to introduce themselves, right?
Yes. Taja?
Taja?
Hi. I also think Evelyn too, right?
Yeah, there's a couple more people.
Oh, okay.
I could go next since I got off of mute. My name is Taja. My handle is at Taja Lindley. Taja, pronounced like Taj Mahal. Who am I? I'm an artist. I'm a performance artist. I'm a visual artist, multimedia artist. So I appreciate art and Beyonce as an artist. I'll be speaking a little bit about that. I care about anything concerning women and girls, especially women and girls of color, and in particular Black women and girls. I am a proud card-carrying fan of Beyonce. I've been a fan of Beyonce since Destiny's Child. I do have critiques of Beyonce, but I have always been a fan of hers, and my love has only deepened with Lemonade. I'm the founder of Color Girls Hustle, so I be out here rapping and selling products and, creating presentations and workshops that center the lives of women and girls of color. So, yeah, there's a whole lot I could say. I'm a writer with Equity Ida. I have experience as a doula. So, yeah. Yep. I'm ready to jump into the conversation.
So who else is left? Evelyn?
So, the woman with the big hair, you haven't talked yet.
Yeah, come on.
Evelyn. Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. All right, awesome. Hi, I'm Evelyn, the woman with the big hair. I'm a mom. I'm a doula. I'm a trainer. I fucks with Beyonce.
I think she froze.
Everybody be like, it is almost anti-feminist to expect everybody to be the same kind of feminist you are. Sometimes I feel like we sometimes become intolerant of the people that we are intolerant of, leading us all to be kind of intolerant, and I don't like that. So I'm here because Tanya's the homie. I respect her and what she does, and I'm happy to join the conversation.
Tanya, are you there?
I guess she's still frozen. Did we talk? I don't know. Tanya has all these great questions prepared for us.
Oh my goodness. I'm going to put myself on mute.
She said she froze.
She has to restart.
She has to restart.
Okay. What if we just go around and say what we thought about it? Was that the first question that she had? I think it was generally your thoughts on Lemonade. Who wants to begin? We should let all the Beehive members talk first, but I won't say that.
Oh, the shade.
Okay. I am definitely a pro at the bee emoticon.
Oh my God.
So, but I knew I was gonna love it when I turned it on, right? But what happened was that so many people were talking about it already, and I hadn't turned it on. And I said, okay, I guess you don't want me to write this paper. I'll go ahead and watch. And from the first opening scene through the end, I was throwing stuff. What is she even doing? Because it was just that beautiful to me. I mean, every scene was visually beautiful. Her voice was beautiful. The poetry was beautiful. I didn't have any emotions really about how much it touched my life or anything. It was just that visually beautiful that I said we could have played it on mute and it would have still been enough.
Yeah.
It would have still been enough for me. So that was my first impression, the first go round of watching it.
She said the first go round. I love it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I too watched it twice. You know, for me, I'm a big fan of the dude who was part of the camera or the directing team, and his name is Arthur Jaffa, and he worked on Daughters of the Dust. And if you connect the dots there visually, you can see his work there. And I also, if you look at my earlier work, like from 10 years ago, my music videos for one of my first projects, I did it all in antebellum Victorian clothing and, you know, in natural surround. There's even a scene in one of my music videos where I'm sitting in a tree on a big branch, just like in Lemonade. So aesthetically, it appealed to me greatly because I really love that time period, specifically for my interest in free Black people during the times of slavery. So, you know, it's very rare to see Black people in Victorian clothing because they were all slaves back then. At least, you know, the ones that you would see in photographs or in artist renderings. So, you know, there's memes about this online where women are rarely seen dressed in these beautiful, elegant gowns and all that kind of stuff. So that really appealed to me. I also liked the undertone of the African goddess, and I'm also just a huge fan of raw, vulnerable honesty. So it really, you know, there were moments in there where I was like, what did you guys eat? I was like, is this her real life story, or is this theater? You know, it felt that real and that vulnerable and that honest. You know, she didn't leave out any range of emotion that one might feel in that type of a story. So I really appreciated that. I really appreciated that she didn't hold back the stuff we might consider bad behavior or painful things to watch. It was very uncomfortable at some moments. Yeah, so that was my first impression.
When I sat down to watch Lemonade, well, it aired at, 9 o'clock? And I had a party to be that night, to be at that night, and I was just stuck on the couch. I probably watched the movie about 3 times that night. Probably watched it a total of like 4 or 5 times. I mean, just every time I watch, there's always something like, there's another layer that's there. Visually, it was stunning. There was that, but my jaw was on the floor because we was half an hour into this, and I'm like, we still talking about infidelity? We still talking about Jay? And I know it's bigger than infidelity. That's there are metaphors around what she's talking about, but I was just